guys, it is Mary,
And Alma.
and today we are going to be talking about chapter 14 of Christine's new book called We've Chosen You. In this chapter, Christine discusses Mary and Kody's convo about how he would feel if she had had another husband. And she kind of gets into not only Mary and Kody, but she also kind of gets into how they all felt collectively about Robin coming into the family and how they felt with him spending all of this time. Because as we stated last time, we had talked about her chat. I think it was what, chapter 13 we had talked about. And we had talked about the
Yeah.
fact that Robin and Kody were seeing each other every single weekend, so much so that they weren't even doing the family dinners once a week anymore.
Right.
So she did talk
Yeah.
about how, they had that conversation, but which had occurred before Robin had came into the family. And after this conversation that Mary had with Kody and all this stuff, all the wives kind of got together to talk to Kody and was like, to discuss, like, is his time, all the time he's spending with Robin, is it detrimental to the family? And the
Mm-hmm.
only two people that didn't think it was detrimental was Janelle and Kody. Janelle thought that, oh, hey, it's a new wife. He has to spend all the time with her, da 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 da. And, Christine and Mary were the ones that were really just kind of like, this is not really right. You know what I'm saying? They just felt like, things are changing and you're not as present anymore. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
with Janelle, she probably was not that tuned in because she was out there getting popcorn after work and chilling.
Yeah,
So I think she
she
wasn't
was
tuned in.
going to the movies. I think the way Janelle thinks about marriage is different, right? In terms of he's there to change her light bulb, and we've said this almost from the beginning. He's there to change her light bulb, give her, oil her, put, and my sister calls it putting car oil in your car. Putting oil in your car,
Your
like
oil
give her
changed.
her regular physical contact, right? Like she is, yeah. And so for her, that was fine. The time she had a problem was when during COVID. Now you don't want to come and even do that. I don't even require much from you, but you don't even want to come do that because now you want me to go against my sons on your behalf. And that's not going to happen. She has always put her priority. For her, Kody was not her center. He was not her world. He never has been. Okay. Where I will say for Mary and Christine, it's different. They were more about family, emotions, right?
Right.
And that's not Janelle. So really, Janelle should not have even had a say in this
Right.
because she thinks about things differently and she is not at home most of the time. So she really should not have even had a say in it, but everybody is trying to be nice to everybody else and not really say their thoughts. That's the problem with this whole setup. The
Yeah.
women can't really say their thoughts because it's frowned upon. And then you got somebody like Robin coming in who's in her 30s and she is out of that pleasing phase of 20s. And she's like, look, okay, I'm going to insert myself. And wasn't Robin demanding equal time because she felt like she's moving her family? So even though you're not married, like these women should have stood on it. But you know something? Even if they had stood on that, really, Mary, do you think Kody would have listened or will he have punished them
Of course, he would have punished them
for
because he
saying what he didn't want to hear?
he would have
Exactly.
definitely punished them because he's already there, like punishing Christine, talking about how she's unlovable and all this stuff. And Christine had stated that, oh, what he means by unlovable is like, oh, like I'll shut up, like put up and shut up, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel
Yeah.
like Kody would have never changed per se if they had went against him
Yeah.
and really stood their ground. If anything, he probably would have just showed his ASS earlier on in the process. But yeah, but
Exactly.
yeah, but she
Exactly.
But they did talk about she talked about how, they didn't have any issues with Robin per se. It was mainly with Kody. And she did say the OG3 went out of their way to make Robin feel included. They even went out to go buy her a clotter ring, and Robin and vice versa. She was trying to include them in the wedding and invited them to all these small events, even to pick out a wedding venue. And she joked about how they were all vicariously living through Robin with her wedding, because none of them really had like
Yeah,
a big wedding or anything like that. And then obviously we all know
yeah,
they go wedding dress shopping, and Kody drops the bombshell that, oh, he went with Robin and they picked
uh,
out the ring, picked out the wedding dress. And Christine just felt like
yeah,
Robin was putting on a show, basically by having them come and do all these different
yeah,
things for the wedding, and when really the only opinion
yeah,
that mattered was Cody's opinion. So that's when she started to realize
yeah,
that, okay, well, Robin really doesn't care about us. She's kind of like putting on a show. Because why would you say that, oh, it's a secret, it's a
yeah,
surprise, and then you go with Kody, the groom of all people, to go try it on? And Kody was trying to justify it and all this stuff, like, oh, I should be involved, I feel like I should have a say. And Mary
yeah,
and Christine were just like, you never gave a crap about what we wore at all. Why do you care now? When is the groom ever involved? And
yeah,
Christine gets up and she storms out. And what we did not see on the show was that as Christine got up, Kody basically was like, "No, don't like. Why are you doing it? Don't do it this way. Like you're not being very like he. That's what he said. You're not being very." And she knew he was going to say lovable. So she said that's
wow.
what he actually has said on camera, but they just didn't show it. But yeah,
Mm,
but Robin
mm,
had
mm.
tried to tell Kody, like, hey, this is a secret. Don't say anything to the wives. But he was just a bubbly, happy idiot and just could not help but say it. And I don't know why he didn't just
Yeah.
listen to Robin, because it was
He
very hurtful.
wanted them, no, because he didn't care about that. He wanted them to be in the space that he had made for them. And that space was, you guys are going to be like my mothers or like my sisters. You're going to be there on this side and you're going to look lovingly at me as I fall in love with this new my life, and you're going to be happy for me. That space where you guys stay right there and smile at me as I fall in love, and me and my wife riding to the sunset. Thank you for the years of taking care of me. And now that I have money, I'm not going to turn back and be grateful and show that by helping you pay your debt. No, 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 no. I'm going to take this and I'm going to ride up into the sunset. Why the wives, the OG3, believed, well, Christine, she did not. She did not. And she got to say, I don't think he's going to do right by these women. But why they actually thought that this Kody that we knew, who as soon as he got money, he found somebody else, kicked Mary to the curb, got married to Robin, made the fourth wife the number one wife, right? And stopped seeing us, why they thought he will do right by them now that they're divorcing him. I don't know why they thought that they will not have to get lawyers involved. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what Kody had put in their Kool-Aid. I don't know what these women have been drinking to think that he was going to do right by them. Like I don't know what kind of rose-filled glasses they were wearing. Even
Yeah.
as to recently, even as recently, because when Christine, when we're reading this book, I'm looking at it, I'm just saying to myself, damn, like he really like snowed us all, myself included.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have seen it, but I didn't either.
Yeah.
Like I really wanted them to win. I really wanted to believe that, he, like it wasn't all for nothing, right? That no one can be this manipulative. No one can be this cunning.
Yeah.
And even now, and I'm like, Is it possible? Could he have been this cunning, this manipulative? That is the thing. That's what makes this very complex.
Yeah,
But
it
you
is.
see these little things that he has done from the very beginning. From the very beginning, he has been selfish. I mean,
Yeah,
now we're seeing it, right? Now it's so clear. How come it wasn't clear then?
yeah. I mean, I don't feel like they
And
probably.
certainly wasn't.
No, continue.
Go ahead,
No, go
honey.
ahead.
No, please go ahead because I'll go on this rant for a
No,
while.
go
You have
ahead.
to
You're
save
good.
me from this rant. No, no, I'm gonna put a timeout on it. You go ahead, honey.
Yeah, but I just feel like the wives, they probably just, I don't know, I feel like they're probably wiser now than they were back then when all this stuff was happening. But I feel like Kody, there were just signs there. But I feel like because of the culture that they live in, it kind of like you're supposed to look over these things and ignore it and like be understanding. But I feel like I also kind of feel like Janelle probably should have been more clued in to the fact that
Yeah.
something different was going on, because when Christine came in, it wasn't all of this amazement. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I just feel like maybe Janelle
Yeah.
should have been more clued in. I'm sure Mary was clued in because I mean she had been there when he had got it with Janelle and had gotten it with Christine. So I feel like Mary was more clued in, but
Yeah.
Janelle was just somewhere on another planet. She's like, look, as long as my needs are met, I
Yeah.
really don't care. But you weren't listening to your sister wives who said that we're not our
Yeah.
needs aren't getting met. So maybe she should have listened to her sister wives a little bit more. You know.
Yeah. And I think it's just a wish, your wish for the good of, I don't know, humanity. You want to wish for the best in people too.
Right.
Because if you can't wish that people are fundamentally good, right? Which I believe in that. What else do you have?
Yeah.
What else do you have? You know? Um, but somewhere along the line, I think maybe the OG3 were too maybe compliant, and Cody and Robin saw that, hey, wait a minute, we can really get over on these ones. It's like maybe they wanted more. It's not just a 5-year plan. Now I got a 10-year plan. Oh, and not just a 10-year plan, I got a forever plan.
Right.
Oh no, I'm not satisfied in being number 4. I gotta be number 1.
Right.
I want the keys to the kingdom. I want my name on everything.
Yeah. Absolutely.
you know. And Cody, maybe as the children grew older, as the children started making demands, as the children started questioning, as children as they get older, they also become adults. I know for myself, I became more judgmental. Now you're looking at parents and all the stuff and judging or whatever. It's like you can do one of two things. Parents can either try to see things from a child's point of view because they also have been there, right? Try to be accountable,
Right.
try to listen, or you can just be like, something, I just want to go start a new family.
I mean,
It's too hard. It's difficult to deal with these 15 people who seem to be throwing daggers my way.
yeah, I think that's kind of what he did in essence, really. I feel like there had just been
Really, yeah.
so much stuff going on with the wives, and like even Christine was not in a good place with Cody. Mary was on the
Mhm.
brink of divorce with Cody when they got Robin, and then even Janelle had gotten to a point where she had moved out of the house. Like he had been on the brink of divorce with all of these women, and he probably just felt like it was just
Mhm.
too much, you know. And sometimes men do go and they
That's
make
right.
create new families to kind of make up for the family that they didn't do right by because it's just too much work to justify the means or whatever, you know. Like
Right. And then they start having the brand new kids.
exactly.
Brand new kids. Until those kids get older. Isn't that what Nick Cannon is finding out? Until those kids get older, it's like, it's too much. It's too
Yeah.
much. I've been traumatized.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
so
it's a shame. It's really a shame because I, but, because of my background, I grew up near a polygamy family that worked to my eyes anyway. I'm not in their business, but to my eyes, it seems to work. Seems to have worked. They all lived in the same compound, not in the same house, but in the same compound, and they all seemed to work. The guy had four wives, um, and so, and I always felt as though the women worked well together, helping, taking care of the kids and all of that. So I was really hopeful for this family. And that's not the case, but I'm very happy. Hey, Christine, very powerful what you're doing. Very brave, very brave.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you guys, that was the end of chapter 14. You all let us know down below what you guys think of this.
Yes, yes, and please subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000. Can we do it? 10,000
Yes,
by the new year.
10,000. Yes, you guys. But thank you so much for your love, your comments, your likes, all your subscribes. Please share this with a friend if you enjoyed. And we will see you guys on the next video. Bye.
Bye.